Merry Christmas from First Presbyterian Church to you and your family. I hope today is bringing you much joy as you celebrate not only being with family and friends on this joyous holiday, but also the birth of Jesus. On this Christmas day, I have for you a special gift, and that is the reading of a book. I began this tradition last year as we were unable to meet, and am planning on continuing it as long as I am able, each Christmas morning giving you a different book to share with those in your family. And this year I have a book called Carla and the Christmas Cornbread. It's written by Carla Hall. Some of you may know her from Good Morning America or Top Chef. She's a chef, a TV host, and now apparently an author. And this is a book about her growing up and a tradition in her family that I would like to offer to you. So Carla and the Christmas Cornbread by Carla Hall, illustrations by Charisse Harris. It's Christmas Eve, one of my favorite days of the year. That's when Mama, my sister Kim, and I go to Granny's house to celebrate the best holiday ever, Christmas. Every year I pack my holiday pajamas and my trusty sidekick Bubba. And every year I ride in the back seat, which is always piled high, high, high with presents. The best part of the ride is watching the lights twinkle on the houses as we whiz by. When I see the sign that says 20 miles to Lebanon, I know we are almost at Granny's house. Granny makes the best cornbread in the whole wide world. Cornbread is my favorite. Kim fiddles with the radio and finds a station playing the Jackson 5. Santa Claus is coming to town. We all sing along, almost there. Granny is looking out the kitchen window when we pull into the driveway. Granny, is the cornbread ready yet? I shout. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Carla and Bubba. Merry Christmas, Granny, I say. Is the cornbread ready yet? Now that you're here, I can start baking it, she says. Granny pulls the cast iron skillet out of the heated oven and pours cornbread batter into it. The batter crackles as it hits the hot pan. Little bubbles dance around the edges. Granny uses her big oven mitt to put the skillet back in the oven. 20 more minutes and the cornbread is done. I can't wait. Merry Christmas, we hear our grandpa call from the front door. Where are my girls? Grandpa is a doctor, and everyone calls him Doc, even us. He scoops up Kim and me and gives us a bear hug. When Doc settles into his chair, Bubba and I search for our favorite ornament on the Christmas tree. It's Santa with a big bag of toys. He looks just like me. Doc, where do you think Santa is right now, I ask. Well, he's probably all the way across the ocean bringing presents to the children in France. Doc pulls a big book off the shelf. He shows me a picture of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. When I was young, way before your mama was born, I went to France, he says. I ate snails cooked in butter. I think about the snails that leave slimy trails on the lettuce leaves in Granny's garden every spring. Yuck. I don't think I'd like to eat snails, I say. They have lots of other things to eat in France, Doc says, laughing. You should try everything because you never know what you might like. Just then, Granny calls us to dinner. We settle around the table to eat thin, fried pork chops smothered in gravy, green beans, and my favorite, Granny's cornbread. Tomorrow, when all the aunts, uncles, and cousins come over, the table will be groaning with pans of macaroni and cheese, glazed ham, deviled eggs, cream spinach, collard greens, sweet potato pie, baked apples, and popcorn balls. After dinner, Mama sends Kim and me upstairs to put on our jammies. You can help put together a puzzle, but you can't stay up too late, she warns, or Santa will have to go on to the next house. When Bubba and I come back down to the dining room, there is the most perfect sugar cookie sitting on a plate. I take a big bite. Carla, Kim yells, that's Santa's cookie. I stop chewing. The cookie turns to dust in my mouth. My eyes fill up with tears. I ate Santa's snack. What if Santa puts me on the naughty list? He won't come tonight, and there will be no presents, and everyone will know I did a not-so-great thing. Christmas will be ruined. Carla, come here, Granny calls out. I'm in big trouble, I'm sure of it. I drag my feet toward the kitchen. But when I get there, Granny is smiling. It's okay. Santa likes cookies, but he really likes kids who are kind and sweet like you, she says. Don't worry about that old cookie. I've got a better idea, she says. Granny pulls out a tiny cast iron skillet and then cornmeal, buttermilk, and eggs. We'll make Santa a special Christmas cornbread, she says. Granny oils the pan and puts it in the oven. She shows me how to mix together the cornmeal, baking powder, and salt, then whisk in the eggs and buttermilk and pour the batter in the hot skillet. Finally, Granny puts it back in the oven. While the cornbread bakes, Granny puts soft butter, sugar, cinnamon, and a touch of almond extract in a bowl and gives me a spoon to mix up the cinnamon butter. When the tiny cornbread is ready, Granny cuts it into wedges and puts the pan on a tray with the cinnamon butter and a glass of cold buttermilk. Bubba and I put the tray next to the tree. Looks good, says Doc. Santa gets tired of all those cookies, I bet. Still, when Kim and I settle into bed, I feel sad about eating Santa's cookie. I hope he loves cornbread as much as I do. I close my eyes, and quick as a wink, it's time to wake up. It's Christmas morning. Kim, wake up, I cry. Bubba and I peek downstairs. I'm happy to see that there are presents, and all the cornbread is gone except for one little wedge. And there's a note. Dear Carla, thank you for the cornbread. It was very good. I saved a piece just for you. Merry Christmas, Santa. It's the best Christmas ever. I wanted to share this story with you because I think it highlights one of the very best things about Christmas, and really the main thing about Christmas. Christmas is all about coming home. It's about knowing that wherever we are, whatever we have done wrong in the past, we are welcomed home. We have people in our lives, like Carla has her grandmother, who take the bad that we've done and turn it around to a positive. At Christmas, we celebrate the birth of Jesus, and that's exactly what God was doing in that moment. God saw the earth, and there weren't many great things happening, and so God came to make things right. Christmas is all about family coming together, welcomed home together. So Merry Christmas to you. I hope you are surrounded by those that you love and those family that you were born into and those that you choose. Have a great day.